Hello, my name's Sam Letourneau and I'm the Director of Instruction here at Golf Tech Australia. Now, today we're going to talk about slicing. I'll tell you what, it's the #1 swing fault that most of our students come to us wanting to solve, and so many people think that they slice the golf ball because they swing out to in across the golf ball with a cutting action at impact. That can be a contributing factor, but it's not the #1 cause. For every shot that you slice that finishes up for a right-hand golfer going to the right like that, the club face is the culprit. The club face is open at impact to the path of your golf swing, right? I'm going to do a little bit of a demonstration here. I can hit across the golf ball all day from out to in. I'll hit a shot and the ball will not go to the right if I have the club face square with my swing path. So when this next graphic comes up, what you'll see is the path of my swing. The blue line there is the target line. The path of my swing, the red line, was across the golf ball. It was in fact 12.9 degrees out to in. The club face was 7.9 degrees, almost 8 degrees closed to the target line. But it was pretty square to the path of my swing. So I hit a shot that went straight to the left. It didn't slice. I swung out to in, it didn't slice. If I do another shot here with an open club face to the path of my swing, I'm going to make the same out to in swing, and I've got the club face open. Now the ball starts to move to the right. With a 5-iron here, it might move a little bit with a fade. If I get a drive with less loft in my hands, that's going to really start to motor off to the right. I've got the same outside in swing path, but the extenuating factor was the club face is now open. Club face open to the target, 9.3 degrees. Swing path, 7.7 degrees out to in. It's quite a long way open to the path of my swing, and then I get the slice. Now, the culprit is the face of the club. The face of the club being open. As soon as that club face gets open to my swing path at impact, I'm going to be moving the ball left to right with a slice for a right-handed golfer. The culprit is the club face. The cause is an incorrect grip. My hands control the club face. I'm going to put them right down here next to the golf club, head of the golf club, so you can see that wherever my hands are, and whatever they do, that club face is mirrored accordingly. They're just on the other end of this stick. That's all golf is, but the hands control the club face. Now, if I'm a slicer, I've probably got a grip which is too weak. We're not talking about the pressure, the amount of pressure you're holding the golf club with. We're talking about the position of the hands. One or both hands are turned too far to the left on the golf club at address. At impact, when they come back to where they want to be, that face is going to be open to the path of my swing and I'm going to have a slice. What I have to do is I have to become a hooker of the golf ball first, and then I can turn it into a soft draw, but I need to get away from the right-hand side of the golf course. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a strongish grip, once again, not in the pressure. I'm only holding it about 3 or 4 out of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, folks. But what I do have now is my left thumb to the right of centre, well to the right. I've got the line form, the V that you might hear people talking about, to my right shoulder, or actually lower than my right shoulder. I'm seeing 3 or 4 knuckles. That's a fairly strong grip. It's going to get me away from slicing. My right hand is also more in the palm, under the golf club, and the V going to my shoulder or outside my shoulder. Now, as soon as I put that grip into operation, wonderful things start to happen, because if I've got a strong grip and I swing out to in across the golf ball, I start to hit the ball to the left, and even left and then a bit of hook on it, a bit of draw, and I've got a pull hook. Now, what you might see here is suddenly I've got 10 degrees out to in and I've got 12 degrees close to the target. They're actually corresponding, the club face and the swing path. Now, that's a very solid hit that went a good distance. My 6-iron just went 171 metres. I'd be happy with that. It's a square hit because the club face is looking where it's travelling. People swing out to in because the ball goes to the right. The golfer then tries to swing to the left to get away from the right and only exacerbates the slice. But what about if they correct their grip and they get the club face closed and the ball, when they swing across the ball now, goes to the left? The next thing the golfer is going to do is they're going to feel like they can swing more to the right. Now I've got a swing path which is from the inside, but because the club face is coming through square, only a fraction open there, 2 degrees open, and the swing path 12 degrees from the inside, guess what, folks? My club face is 10 degrees closed to the path. Does that make sense to you? The path's 12 degrees from the inside, the club face is only 2 degrees open. I'm going to get a shot which starts to the right and then draws back to the target. The correction I made was first in the grip. I got the club face to come back square and that produced that drawing ball flight. Now, how do I get the grip correct? Well, I tell you what, you can't go any better than buying this little beauty here. It's called the Skills Grip Trainer. We sell it for 7 easy payments of $249 each. No, it's $20, folks. And what you do, here's one I took out of the packet. It's a small moulded plastic device, and what you do is you fit it onto the golf club so that this little arrow that you see right at the bottom of the swing trainer there, grip trainer, goes straight down the middle of your golf club. Now, if you had a fairly neutral swing and you weren't slicing the ball, you'd put that arrow straight down the middle of the club, and then you've got a neutral grip. That's where you're going to be wanting to work towards. But if you're a really big slicer of the golf ball, do you know what I'd do? I would actually start to turn the grip trainer a little bit to the right so that the arrow goes down the right-hand side of the golf club. It positions my hands around to the right. They're going to want to come in a bit more neutral and close the club face. As I start to hook the ball, to draw the ball, and it goes to the left, I can start to move my grip trainer around until the arrow is straight down the shaft, and I'm going to promote a neutral grip. But by that stage, I've got a really good chance of having a neutral swing path because this is such a reaction game. If the ball goes to right, I will swing out to in across the golf ball. If the ball goes to left, you know all the 2 and 3 handicappers that I teach that hook the ball, they all want to swing off to the right and get it started to the right. It's a reaction game. I get the club face coming in square to closed because I use the grip trainer correctly, and I will improve my swing path. $20, you can't go better than that.